Hello Scorpio, this is Victoria and I'm here with your August Tarot forecast. As always, we're going to be looking at your love life, your career and workspace, and we'll get you guidance on how to best navigate the energies of the months of August. At the end, I'll post some messages from a person of interest to yourself. Whew. Hopefully you're enjoying the view. Okay, the camera is now a little unstable. Still getting used to my new travel tripod arrangement. And I'm still recovering because I'm in the state park. There is wildlife roaming around here, and I mean there's not a big variety, but still there are some. And one of the species is the raccoon. So I literally had one of the raccoons just come over to me, and I think that because there are so many people visiting, they're used to people very much. So he just came over closer to sniff me, and I was like, oh my god. And then I kind of turned away, so the raccoon went around the table. I have a table here, and climbed on the table and started picking up the cards. And I'm like, this is even worse than if raccoon did something to me. You know, it's like, oh my god, there's some great cards, I love them. And so I had to get up and went around to the raccoon, holding my cards in his hand like this basically. Yeah, kind of shoo him away, and thank goodness he just ran away into the bushes, because I was not ready to confront the raccoon to give me my cards back, and he could have easily just taken the cards, because he started sniffing the cards. I was considering can I eat this? What is this? Made a quick decision that it's not food and best to save yourself. But yeah, it was hilarious and scary at the same time, so I'm still a little bit shook up. And we'll definitely use some sanitizer after I use the cards. Unfortunately, I can't sanitize my cards, but you know. Also, I've got this canal behind me, so and this is the time, this is rush hour basically, going into the weekend, so there are lots of boats, jet skis, as you could see. There is a water taxi. There's lots of traffic on water. So I apologize in advance if any of that is going to bother you. But with all that said, let's get straight to the reading. I'm going to start with a quick oracle message. Let's see what Scorpio needs to know. If you're new to the channel, welcome. You can get more information about my services and my content in the description box below. What else? I started doing live meditations outside with my first one yesterday, and I didn't have a lot of people, but it was very interesting for me to experience meditation just in nature, you know, when I'm facilitating and I have my script prepared, but I also, and it's my meditation of my creation, and it's very new. I really wanted to get it out and to share it with people, but also because the environment is so potent. See, someone just having fun. Because the environment is so potent, you also channel whether you want it or not, you know, and it's this nice mixture of what I had prepared with what actually came to me as I was taking people through the meditation. It's someone is learning to use a jet ski. Oh well, with all that said, remember that these readings are for Sun, Moon and Rising Scorpio. So if you're checking this for a sun sign, check out readings for other placements as well. It will give you a more well-rounded picture. Okay, Scorpio, so your card is Discovering Truth. You stand in the light of truth, and this is hilarious, but I just had the same card for Libra. And you saw me shuffling. I shuffled quite a lot. I also did a few shuffles before I turned on the camera, especially after the raccoon incident. But I feel like it's that time, really, especially while we're still in Mercury retrograde, which I imagine is supposed to end in about a week from when I'm doing this reading. But while we're in Mercury retrograde, Mercury is about communication, and retrograde takes us into this space of reflection, and this is a lot of the times when we discover the truth, not when we talk, but when we listen. And yes, in this case, it's more about listening to yourself, listening to spirit, to your higher power, whatever it is for you. But it's like this internal process. But our brain is still looking for answers on the outside a lot of times, whether it's from friends and family, or from quote-unquote teachers, or from books, or from videos, master classes, whatever it is, right? We're looking for it from someone, from somewhere. And this is you realizing that you had that answer in front of you all along. It's for you to claim it now. All right. It's a little windy here. It's not too bad. I did Virgo reading on the beach on Wednesday, and that was intense. I mean, yes. I took some of the noise out, so if you're gonna watch Virgo video, you'll be like, this is fine. Yes, had to do some technical tricks to it to remove the noise. But the original video was just intense to experience, so I had to rethink my plan of recording videos on the beach. This is much better, but there's still some wind, so occasionally I'm gonna be doing this because I'm gonna be catching the cards. Because whether it's from the raccoon or from the wind, I don't want to lose them. We're gonna use the tarot of the mystical moments for the main reading today. So for your love life, you have, and personal space, you have the Hermit, Death. Wow, that's a strong start. The Star. Wow, 3 major arcanas. And these are Virgo, Scorpio, and Aquarius energies. You could be dealing with one of those signs. This is massive. For your career space, you have 10 of Swords. You have 5 of Cups. And the Devil, Capricorn energy. And then finally, with the advice, you have Justice. This is Libra. 2 of Cups. Oh my God, this is so lovely. And 9 of Pentacles. If some of you are thinking that you can't see my face very well because the sun is behind me, I made a choice for like not getting blinded by the sun in this case. I could have sat on the other side of the bench. So I decided that seeing the cards is more important than seeing my face anyway. And you've got that amazing view behind me. So yes, I made that decision consciously. And by the way, the bottom of the deck is 10 of Cups. There's definitely strong soulmate energy here. Like you're finding someone very important for your life in this month. Or you're realizing that someone who you maybe have considered more casually, more like, you know, from a more practical side, you're now realizing how important that person is for you. So it doesn't have to be a romantic partner. It could be, of course, could be a friend, a teacher, even a student, a client, you know, like the social role doesn't really matter. But be open to that information on like, what is this person here to teach you? And yes, there's also something that you're supposed to teach them. But I usually don't recommend people get too hung up on that, because a lot of times it's something that seems pretty trivial to the person expressing it, but it would mean the world to the person on the receiving end. And so even if you're trying to like prep for it or like figure out what it could be, you may not even know what kind of words will, or actions, or you being the example, being the role model, what is gonna work for that person, what's gonna click, what's gonna give them that insight, that light bulb moment. So don't think too much on that, but try to see more of what they're here to teach you. So for your personal space, you have the Hermit. Okay, wind is here. 1 second, guys. The the Star and the Death card. So yeah, there's definitely something fated that's happening in the month of August, but it doesn't arrive the way that you were hoping it will. And yes, for a lot of you it will be connected with love relationship, i.e. like you're meeting someone very special, like a life partner for yourself. But it's gonna happen not because of how you express yourself on the outside, but because of the work you've done on the inside, because of the shadow work, because of how much you've healed recently, or there's like some final part that's getting healed. This is all major arcana, so your higher power, your guides are taking you through this process. It's very important for the next part of your journey, right? And whatever needed to be closed out or realized, you are getting there. Wherever you needed to change, to transform into a new state of self, you are getting there. And that opens up your energy towards attracting someone very, very important. But again, it doesn't have to be a love partner, so don't try to fit it in a specific box. That's what I'm gonna say. For your career space, you have 10 of Swords, 5 of Cups, and the Devil. So, I mean, usually these cards are kind of not seen in the most positive way, but I'm getting that there's something, you have an opportunity to also heal here and to remove certain patterns that either you have yourself or somebody else is trying to impose on you. Like making a much bigger deal of something that's happening on the outside than it actually is, you know? Like some people watch the news and they're like, okay, this is all a tragedy, how we're gonna continue, and then fill in the blanks, right? Or even like something happened in the family, it's like, oh my god, this is such a disaster, right? And you're like, you're sitting pretty calm about it and you're like, yeah, okay, it's not great, but you know, you can't detach from that. But the person next to you is going through this emotional process and they take you with them a lot of times, right? So at least somebody else is panicking here. Could be you, but it could be just somebody else and you are getting the tail of that energy, right? But that's where you're learning not to, I wanted to say, well, not to sweat the small stuff, so I'm gonna say it because it came to me, but it's not even about small or large, it's more about not making other people's fears your own, you know, not feeling like you're supposed to deal with it for them, to help them out, or that you're supposed to get worried, because if they're worried, then there must be something there, right? Like it's removing yourself from this extra panic, extra fear. And again, it sounds like you're being prepared for something. And finally, the advice, we have the Justice, 2 of Cups, and the 9 of Pentacles. So you're definitely embracing a more balanced version of yourself. It's very interesting because in the Justice, there's like the balance of the scales, right? In the 2 of Cups, there's like a balance of, again, the soulmate, or if it's romantic, could be masculine and feminine, right? But it's like finding this balance between the two people. There's always somebody else involved, right? So you're finding a more balanced version of yourself in this month, or you have a chance to find that person, to connect with that energy. And it will make you feel better yourself, emotionally and physically, but it will definitely help you understand who your people are. And that, of course, could be a confirmation about some people that are already in your life, that why your connection is so strong, why you value them, and the other way around. And for some people, it will be like, you know what, this is not my person. Like, I've kept this person around, I've carried them, I've lifted them up, and this is just like, right now, it's just so obvious that I don't want to do this anymore. So whatever it is, accept it. And if you have a chance, do more exercise. Maybe you already have your daily mindfulness practice with some kind of affirmations or self-care practices, but if not, this is a great time to do that, to affirm more about your beauty, and really a self-love and unconditional love towards yourself. It's going to be really instrumental in attracting that soulmate, or you really seeing how instrumental that specific person is in your life, if they're already in your life. It doesn't have to be a new person. Okay, last but not least, let's get a message from the person. Boats, cars, all over the place. So message from the person is Ace of Pentacles. Again, I was shuffling, and this is one of the cards that came out for Libra. The Sun, love it, and Page of Swords. Oh my God, yeah, definitely you make your person very happy. They have big plans with you. They see you as their everything. They see how wonderful you are in different aspects of life, in different layers of the relationship, and they want to build something with you. And again, depending on how new this is, this will be like this next level plan, right? For a few of you, maybe you've only been dating for a few weeks and this person is already thinking where you're gonna live after you get married, or when do they want to have children with you, or something like that, you know, like a few steps ahead. But they're not very good at expressing that. So if you feel like you're not, like, maybe you have a feeling about it but nothing is actually happening in the physical, it's because this person is trying to find the words, is trying to express themselves. Like, how do I even say to someone I've only known for months that I want to have kids with them and buy a house or something, right? Like, it's not that simple. And the more important the person is in our life, the more difficult it could be to speak of our strong feelings towards them. So you can give your person some encouragement. You can also give it some time, because we're still in Mercury retrograde, so it may just be also collectively a challenging time to express something as deep as important as that. But also, if you see a person trying to express themselves, just keep that in mind, that it's Mercury retrograde and it's extra difficult to carry the message across, for it to be understood the right way. Just be very open-minded and approach it with compassion and with the knowledge that the person wants the best for the two of you. Okay, I hope this was helpful. So please don't forget to like the video and subscribe to my channel, and until next time.